How do we actually make it easy for your team to become real promoters of the content your company is putting out? It is not just about asking them to copy and paste links into their feeds, but actually helping them share content that looks great, feels personal, and gets real traction. Everyone wants more reach, but nobody wants to add another tedious task to their already overflowing plates. We recognize that disconnect and built a workflow that finally fits into the way people are already working. Imagine you have a long webinar, an internal town hall, or a podcast episode that is packed with valuable insights. Instead of forcing someone to manually clip, export, reformat, caption, and schedule posts across 3 platforms, you simply drop the file into Vizard. Vizard automatically hunts for the most interesting moments, capturing the laughs and quotable lines, and turns them into ready-to-post short clips. The AI is incredibly smart about timing and context, picking the parts most likely to resonate and automatically formatting them for different social networks. That automation alone saves your team hours of frustration every single week. The real power happens when we connect that output to the place where your team already talks, which is Slack. You paste the link to a clip into a channel with a simple command, and a mini card pops up showing the video and suggested captions. Your team members do not have to leave their chat window, fumble with video files, or open yet another complex app. They simply see a preview, a short caption they can tweak to sound like themselves, and buttons to share to their preferred social networks right away. It is essentially a one-click flow from discovery to sharing, which is the exact level of friction reduction you need to boost participation. Beyond just convenience, the app also provides gentle nudges to encourage the right behaviors. It highlights which team members have already shared the clip, creating a sense of social proof where people see their peers participating and feel inspired to do the same. For those who have not shared, we can send friendly, customizable reminders that avoid the annoyance of nagging pings. You can also implement a leaderboard if you want to foster some friendly competition among your colleagues. With built-in analytics, you can show your team exactly which clips drove the most clicks, helping everyone learn what actually works instead of just shouting into the void. We also integrated this into a recruitment marketing library because your employer branding deserves to be showcased where it will do the most good for potential hires. If you have a clip that highlights your team culture or a candid moment from a recent demo day, you can make it available to your recruiting team with just one click. Hiring managers can pull that content directly from Slack, personalize the caption with a unique perspective, and post it where candidates actually hang out. This is significantly more effective than sending raw footage to a busy hiring manager who has absolutely no time to edit video. I know many companies currently try to stitch together a handful of tools, using an editor here, a scheduler there, and spreadsheets everywhere. While basic scheduling tools work fine for standard posts, they simply cannot magically turn a 90-minute recording into 10 snackable, optimized clips. Professional editors are powerful, but they require significant skill and time, and they certainly do not tell you which 30 seconds of an hour-long talk will go viral. Some other AI clip tools handle the auto-cutting, but then force you to export and upload to a separate scheduler, creating more room for human error. Vizard is different because the clip creation, formatting, and scheduling are all part of one seamless flow. You can set your posting frequency once, perhaps aiming for 3 clips per week on Twitter and 2 for LinkedIn, and Vizard will queue the content for you. The system optimizes the timing so you are not left guessing when your specific audience is actually awake and online. You can always override these suggestions or shuffle the calendar if something big happens and you need to pivot your strategy. For teams that lack a dedicated social media manager, this is a total game changer because it keeps your channels active without someone babysitting a spreadsheet all day. Because content always needs context, our content calendar gives you one centralized place to see everything that is happening. You can easily track upcoming clips, see who is responsible for posting, and review the performance metrics after the fact. No one has to guess whether a specific clip about product features already went out last quarter because it is all visible and editable in one spot. If your communications lead wants to approve posts, they can handle it directly in the calendar without asking for a new file. We strive to make this process feel natural, not like a forced corporate mandate that feels stiff and robotic. Since people really respond to authenticity, our system helps team members personalize their captions quickly rather than using generic, templated brand lines. We suggest a friendly, approachable opener that they can easily make their own with a simple reaction or a short thought. This setup fixes the two most common problems companies face when scaling employee advocacy, which are low participation and inconsistent quality. We bridge the gap between complex manual video workflows and automated, high-quality social sharing. At the end of the day, you want content that is good enough to share, a process that does not suck, and measurable impact on your business. You can stop handing out Google Drive folders and start handing out a clear one-click path to sharing that actually works. This is what we built for teams that want to be active, authentic, and strategic about social media without turning it into a second full-time job.